fight, trying to see where this life take me, so I roll the dice. Look up to no one else, but yeah, I was shy. I got real power, Hebrew Israelite.
What you know about the Bible? Not all that much. What made you believe in it? Okay. But we here to tell you, brother, this is not the church. This is not the Christian church.
Right.
This is what you call the truth.
Right.
The truth is, we have a nationality as a people. The truth is, we're not just Negroes in America. The truth is, we're not just slaves.
Right.
We actually descend from a nation of kings and priests, known as the Israelites in the Bible.
That's right.
Right? The reason why we're at the lower states, where you live, Chicago, what part? Southside. The reason why we in the South Side, right? Low end, these different places where it's high poverty rates, is because we disobeyed against our Creator. The same God that you believe in, we disobeyed Him. Now, what do you think will make a people disobey their own Creator? Imagine you create a robot, and that robot is doing everything contrary to what you're telling it to do. You tell it to walk this way, and it's going the other way. You tell it to sit down, but it's standing up. You tell it to go to sleep and power off, but it's staying on. How would you feel? Disrespected? What else? Well, disrespected. You might feel like, man, what did I create? Why are these people not listening? Why is this thing not listening to me? It's the same way that your Creator feels about our people.
Right.
We're stiff-necked, right? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, there's no other people on the earth more stiff-necked than the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We don't want to listen. We don't care about God, right? We just want to walk down Michigan Avenue, fight each other, party, drink, smoke weed, get on women. But we're doing everything contrary to what our Creator told us to do.
Right.
So the same way you will feel disrespected, take that disrespect and multiply it times 100. That's how God feels. Only way we get back to that, brother, is if we learn who we are and start keeping His commandments.
Right.
So first, what would be your nationality? What would you say your nationality is? African American. Now, you can't find the word African and American in the Bible. Right? That's not a nationality.
Right.
That's just literally a color and a citizenship put together and put on you. We're telling you we're better than African American.
Right.
Right? Let's go to Deuteronomy 14:2. Deuteronomy chapter 14:2.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, and verse number 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The Lord said that these people on their sign, they're holy. They're set apart. When something's holy and set apart, it's different. Read on.
And the Lord have chosen thee to be a peculiar people.
It says what?
And the Lord have chosen thee to be a peculiar people.
So believe it or not, our people are actually chosen. But in America, our people are looked down upon. They say, oh, they just niggas. They're nothing more, nothing less. The Lord has actually chosen you as an individual. Not only you, brother, your nation and people as well. Read on.
Unto Himself.
What?
Unto Himself.
So how does that feel? God, He handpicked you to be chosen unto Himself. How does that make you feel? Growing up in a society where you're not supposed to be chosen. You said what? Well, that's what you're supposed to feel like. Again, the Creator that created everything you see has shows a people like yourself and to Him to be a special people. You should feel good about that.
Right.
You should feel confident. You should start to want to be who you truly are.
Right.
And not try to be somebody that you're not. Read on.
Above all the nations that are upon the earth.
See that? The Lord chose you and your people above all the nations that are upon the earth. Now, brother, how did we get over here to America? Right. Now, how did they bring us over here? Did they kidnap us? Did they kidnap us, put us on a plane, and sell us over here to America? It was ships. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. So we're showing you that our history is actually in the Bible. You want to read about black history? Go straight to the Bible.
Right.
Give me Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. Bring this out.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, Egypt, the Israelites were enslaved in ancient Egypt. They built up the pyramids. They built up the Sphinx in a hot sun, right? They were getting their backs whipped there. Now, God, he said, okay, if you disobey me, I'm gonna punish you. Just like you have parents, I'm pretty sure you got punished by your parents before. Probably got a whooping, had to go sit in a corner, put soap in your mouth. You got punished if you did wrong. So us as the children of the Most High, guess what? He punished us for doing wrong.
Right.
That punishment is we will go back into Egypt, which means slavery or bondage. Right? Let's go to Exodus 20 and 2. Let's link that up. Exodus chapter 20 and 2.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse number 2.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Listen, brother. Read that again.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which hath brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What is Egypt?
Out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt is synonymous with bondage.
Right.
Synonymous with slavery. So God said he will bring us back into Egypt again or slavery again. You said we came over here on ships. Let's see what the Bible says.
I will bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Read that again.
With ships.
Why are we reading this in the Bible? Did you ever learn this in school? Did you learn this in church? Did they show you this in church and tell you this? They did? What did they tell you in church? You said what? Okay, well, I mean, if she told you that, all praises, I mean, it's true. We came over here on ships. Read on. Now, it didn't say black people. It didn't say Negroes, niggas, thugs. It said the Israelites.
Right.
So it's letting you know who it's talking about. It's talking about the children of Israel. Read on.
By the way, whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Meaning, we wouldn't see, what do you think out of all the little places on the earth, where do you think our homeland really is?
How about somewhere in Africa?
Africa? Well, it's actually in Israel.
Right.
Right? And Israel is not in Africa. It's literally on top of the coast of Africa, northern Africa. Right? Northeastern Africa. So let's bring this out, Galatians 4 and 26.
It's the book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free,
Now, Jerusalem is a city in Israel. Read on.
which is the mother of us all.
Which is what?
Which is the mother of us all.
So what's our homeland, brother? You said what? Israel. Not Africa, because there's a lot of countries in Africa. That's like me saying our homeland is America. Well, you got countries in America. That's like you got states in America,
Right.
cities,
Right.
mountains. So you have to be Pacific. Our homeland will be Israel. That's where our roots come from.
Right.
And you should want to inquire about your roots. So if our homeland is Israel, what do you think we are as a people are called? If our homeland is Israel, what do you think our Israelites? There you go. All right, the Israelites.
Right.
Now, with us being the Israelites, actually, let's finish that.
Whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So when we got off those slave ships, what happened after we got out? They kidnapped us. They brought us over here from Africa to America. We got off the slave ships. What happened next? We was brought into slavery. But they what? They sold us.
Right.
They had a market going up. Right? They sold people for money.
Right.
For wine, for oil, for an harlot. So with that being said, who are we sold to? You heard that? Who are we sold to? So-called white people. What did the Bible say? What did the Bible call them? Let's read it again.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So who?
Unto your enemies.
Read that again.
Unto your enemies.
So that means as the Israelites we have what, brother? Enemies.
Right.
So that means everybody's not our friend.
Right.
Now who will be our enemy? The so-called white people.
Right.
So if the so-called white man is our enemy, why do we think that each other, people of our own kind, is our enemy?
Right.
Why do we think our women and our baby mamas is our enemies? It's what you call generational curses found in the Bible. So again, brother, it's a lot of distractions out here, right? Satan's trying to take your mind, but you got to make sure you stay focused.
Right.
Because you're never going to learn this information nowhere else.
Right.
Right? All of the music, the lights, the women walking by. You want to make sure you stay focused because none of this, all of this stuff is going to pass away.
Right.
All of this stuff got a time limit on it.
Mm-hmm.
These words don't have a time limit on it. These words stand forever.
Right.
Thus saith the Lord. So we were sold into our enemies. Read on.
For bondmen and for bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So next time you ever wonder why slavery happened? You ever wondered that? Why did we go into slavery? What caused that to happen? What do we do to cause this to happen? You ever ask yourself that?
Hey, how y'all doing, family?
What would be your answer? Well, we just went over it. Reason why this happened to us because we broke God's commandments.
Right.
We disobeyed God. We did the opposite of what He told us to do. So what do you think we should start doing? Start what? Okay, now what does it mean to obey Him?
Follow by His rules.
Okay, now what would be His rules? Because somebody, they might want to follow His rules, they might want to follow His commandments, but what if they don't know it? What would be some of the commandments that the Most High wants us to follow? Let's go over it. Now you heard of the 10 Commandments? Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness. Those will be the 10 Commandments, but you have commandments and laws outside of the 10.
Right.
You have a dietary law. We can't, believe it or not, we can't eat anything as an Israelite. So let's show you that. Deuteronomy 14:8.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, and verse number 8.
Bring it out.
And it reads, and the swine,
And the what?
and the swine,
The one?
because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you.
You know what swine is? Huh? Absolutely. The pigs. You eat pig? Nope. All praises. You know what you can never do with the pig ever again? You can never eat it again.
Right.
Alright? Let's see what we're doing.
Ye shall not eat of their flesh.
It says what?
Ye shall not eat of their flesh.
So we can't eat the swine ever.
Right.
But guess what? It's swine everywhere. You go down the street, it's swine. You go to Subway, it's swine. You go to damn Walgreens, it's swine. You go to Sweet water down the street, it's wine.
So pretty.
It's wine everywhere.
So pretty.
That's awful.
Pretty.
Anyways, what are you gonna do? Seeing that you have wine everywhere and it's peer pressure you to eat it, what are you gonna do? Seeing that swine is a sin. Hey, you'll come on this side?
Come on!
Brother.
Hey, brother, you gonna come on this side? Right, make sure a brother's paying attention too. There's a lot of spirits out here. Nevertheless, what are you gonna do, brother? What are you gonna do?
It's a white guy right here, right?
Hold on, brother, hold on.
So,
Hold on, brother. What's your question?
I'm 33, right? How old are you? You only 21, 28, 27, 26.
No.
Y'all was just in that park, right?
Anyways.
Y'all got a white Jesus, and y'all think somebody will support y'all.
We don't believe in that. We don't believe in that image, first of all.
Right.
This is just to show to our people what Christ looks like and what he does.
That fast GDK.
Alright, brother, you can keep walking there. You can keep walking there.
No.
You can keep walking down the street then, brother. Back up, brother.
Hey, shut up.
Hey, back up, brother.
How you gonna?
Brother, keep walking down the street, brother.
You young as hell though.
Brother.
You younger than me though.
Brother, can you calm
You
down?
teaching them though, and you got a white God right here though.
The Lord finna cast judgment, brother.
Lord.
The Most High finna cast judgment, brother. We telling you to calm down. We trying to tell him to calm down. He think this is a game.
So if you got this white guy right here, right, with these little boys, seeing what they seeing, right?
Brother, are you drunk? Are you drunk out here? Are you drunk?
So my comments, I'm all drunk.
So, hey, look, brother. Hey, brother in the white. Brother in the white. Brother in the white shirt. What's your name? You said what?
This fake
Jeremy?
ass shit, y'all got a
So,
white
Jeremy.
ass Jesus.
Hey, brother, can you back up, brother?
Right.
Please, brother.
No.
What you mean, no?
Mike kind of small.
See, men like this is gonna be destroyed, brother. Yeah, you're gonna be destroyed if you don't repent. And Jeremy, this is example of what not to be
What
like.
the fuck is repent?
Repent means turn from your sins. That's what it means.
Right.
It's a right.
Brother, slow your roll. We just gonna say that. Slow your roll.
Right.
Before the
Y'all
Most High
shit
has
right.
something up here to happen that
What
you don't
y'all
want to
gonna
happen.
do though?
Right.
What you mean? Well, we ain't gonna do
Y'all right here
nothing.
fake as hell.
The Lord gonna do something
y'all
though.
real.
Right.
The Most High gonna do something, brother.
Take
Right.
that back
Right?
out,
The Lord is gonna cast the judgment.
Y'all about the
Right?
Lord.
No, we not going nowhere. We standing up here preaching, thus saith the Lord. Hey, back up, brother.
Hey, bro, back up, man. Brother, you doing too much.
Brother, back up.
You doing too much.
Back up.
Listen, man, you doing too much, brother. You doing too much.
Hey, look,
You gonna get roasted out, bro.
We bringing out the word of the Lord. Bro.
ain't no.
All right, slow down, brother. You doing too much, man.
Brother, back
You
up.
doing too much. You doing too much.
Brother, back
Too
up.
much. Hey, brother, chill, bro. You doing too
Ask to
much.
jump on.
Chill,
He
bro.
asking for it. Let's go to Proverbs 17 and 11.
Man, it's all town white. It's white.
We don't give a damn about that.
Right.
Bring this up.
Proverbs
Man,
chapter
you.
17, verse 11.
What's in y'all,
An
dumbass?
evil man seeketh only rebellion.
What the Lord say?
An evil man seeketh only rebellion.
What is this man right here?
An evil man seeketh only rebellion.
He trying to look for trouble.
Right.
He trying to get himself in. He trying to get himself something he don't want to ask for.
Right.
He's just trying to seek rebellion and be rebellious. Read on.
Therefore, a cruel messenger.
It says what?
Therefore, a cruel messenger.
Read that again.
Therefore, a cruel messenger
Therefore, an evil angel, read on,
shall be sent against him.
shall be what?
Shall be sent against him.
What the Lord say?
Shall be sent against him.
Most High gonna send up an evil angel to get up with you, and something bad is gonna happen.
Right.
Whether you're gonna end up getting killed, the Most High gonna cast judgment, and you're gonna be taken out the land of the living, all because you want to get yourself into something that you're not ready for. You know, you're not getting the mic. You're not getting the mic. Give me Proverbs 19:29. You're not gonna make us shut up, brother.
take y'all letters back out west or Inglewood along with
Read this.
Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 29.
Get out!
Judgments are prepared for scorners.
What the Lord say?
Judgments are prepared for scorners.
Read that again.
Judgments are prepared for scorners.
What the Most High say?
Judgments are prepared for scorners.
Read that again.
Judgments are prepared for scorners.
Read.
And stripes for the backs of fools.
And what?
And stripes for the backs of fools.
And that's what you call a fool, man.
Right?
This is what you call a fool.
Right.
Right? And the Most High, the Lord got something from him, man. Coming up here all drunk. You got the brother ready to swing on him.
Right.
And he not looking. And we not going to stop him, man. If he do what he do, then, hey, guess what? The Lord have him do that.
Right.
Right? We not doing nothing else. We just bring out the words of the Lord.
Right.
But you got Jake, instead of asking how to seek the Most High, instead of inquiring knowledge, he want to be loud now.
Right.
Hey, brother, you got one more time. I'm not going to tell you again. You got one more time. Walk off. If you walk up on another brother, something going to happen, brother.
So the east side got to walk over, right?
No, we saying you got to walk off.
Right.
That's the east side. I'm talking to them.
He don't know what's going on. This is what you call a fool. He just out here. Brother, can you back up? Brother, back up. Bring out 1 Peter 5 and 8. That's why we tell men like him he shouldn't be out here all drunk, man.
Right.
Right? What if we wasn't in the truth? Guess what? This brother would be somewhere, God knows what. Hands and feet on, man.
Right.
On his back pockets. On his back. Right? But we trying to preach repentance, right? And brotherly love, and he want to scoff and do what he got to do. Bring this out.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8.
We don't want 12 to come get him. Because you might be the next, we don't know what. You might be the next George Floyd. Honestly.
He'll stop for them, though.
Yeah, he'll stop for them. See, he act correct when 12 walk by.
Right.
You want to act like that for your brothers, though.
Right.
Brother, can you move? Can you go down the street? Bring this out, 1 Peter 5 and 8.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Be sober.
It says what?
Be sober.
Don't be drunk.
Be sober.
Read that again.
Be sober.
Look, you all stumbling. You all right? You on any type of drugs?
No dumbass slow.
Are you slow?
This Mike Sermon, bitch.
We don't know who that is.
Right.
Hey, this the Most High God out here.
Right.
We don't know who you irrelevant.
Oh.
Right? That says what?
Be sober.
Read that again.
Be sober.
Read on.
Be vigilant. Because your adversary, the devil, is a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
He's what?
Walking about, seeking whom he may devour.
And guess what? This brother finna get devoured in the lion's den, brother. And we not stopping I'm telling you, I'm not stopping nobody, brother. We tell you to walk off, brother, right now. Save yourself.
Y'all say yourself.
No, you need to save yourself.
The east side of Chicago, God.
We don't give a damn.
You, Timo,
We don't give a damn. You don't know me. You don't know me. No, you go back to wherever you came from. I don't care where you from. You need to go back, brother, before the Most High gets up with you right now.
Right.
Who? What, the devil? God?
No, God, the Lord of hosts.
Right.
Whoever can. Our real life got these bitches.
Bring this up.
It's like Mike, chapter 31 and verse 25.
Bring it out.
Show not thy valiantness in wine.
It says what?
Show not thy valiantness in wine.
What the Lord say?
Show not thy valiantness in
The
wine.
brother trying to get valiant in wine. Right? The brother trying to act like he a fighter now.
Right.
Fight somebody.
Right.
Want to get
No,
fight
I
up.
need y'all to get some
That's what the
money.
wine is doing to him. He's showing himself mighty. Read that again.
Show not thy valiantness in wine.
Read on.
For one hath destroyed many.
For what?
For wine have destroyed many.
Read that again.
For wine have destroyed many.
What the Lord say?
For wine have destroyed many.
What the Most High
For
say?
wine have destroyed many.
Many men like this have been destroyed just off of wine, man. Just off of alcohol, man. Just off of whatever type of medication that he on, man. We don't give a damn about that. Repent or die.
Right.
You.
I've been repenting.
You didn't. What do you repent from? What you repent from? What you repent from? What you repent from?
Who?
You.
This shit right here.
You don't know what's going on.
Right.
This is what you call a fool. Read on the net.
But y'all wiped out like the mall ain't right out. Y'all know
The
the mall
furnace
ain't.
cool with the
Y'all know
edge
what motel is?
by
It's
dipping,
all slow.
so does
Y'all know
wine
what
the hearts
testing
of the
is?
proud by drunkenness.
It says what?
So does wine the hearts of the proud by
Back up,
Oh,
brother.
the Lawndale
Back
and
up.
Augusta gang. Oh, y'all the Lawndale and Augusta gang.
Back up, brother. I'm not gonna tell you again.
Oh, now I know where y'all
Read this again.
Y'all right there, man.
Verse 25. Show not thy valiantness in wine, for wine hath destroyed many.
Right.
The furnace proved the edge by dipping. So does wine the hearts of the proud by drunkenness.
See that? So a man that's proud and that's drunk and that's missing teeth in his mouth. Brother, you missing teeth in your mouth trying to scoff.
BDK, ABK.
What is BDK have done for your people?
What y'all doing?
What is BDK done for your
What y'all
people?
doing?
What does BDK have done for your
Y'all got
people?
some blings though, like.
We don't need Blakes out here, man.
Right.
We got the word of God out here. We don't need Blakes out here. Right? Give me Nehemiah chapter 4 and 20. We don't need no guns. Give me 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and 4. Right? 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and 4.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10, and verse number 4.
Bring it out.
And it reads, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
It says what?
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
We need Blakes.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
We don't come out here with carnal weapons.
So what's wrong with y'all then?
What's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with us. What's wrong with you?
Right.
Nigga, I don't get it. Nigga.
Just go. Just go.
Hey, this body kind of
Just go. All out here. Spirits. You're not gonna do nothing, man. It's all talk. It's all talk, man.
Right.
Nevertheless, the word of the Most High is gonna continue. We're not letting scoffers, evil men, wicked men disrupt the words of the Most High God, man.
Right.
Right? The police walk by, he just straighten up. The so-called white man walk by, he straighten up. But guess what? He trying to fight against his own brothers. Bring it out.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 23 verse 14. For the Lord thy God walketh in the midst of thy camp.
It says what?
For the Lord thy God walketh in the midst of thy camp.
And we just out here by ourselves.
For the Lord thy God walketh in the midst of thy camp.
So the Most High, he walking through the midst of the camp right now, man.
Right.
So we don't need guns. We don't need damn AR-15. We don't need none of that stuff.
Right.
You know what?
To deliver thee and to give up thine enemies before thee. Therefore shall thy camp be holy, that he see no unclean thing in thee and turn away from thee.
See, brother, you better calm down, brother.
Right.
You supposed to be going
Brother, back up. Just go. Just go.
Well, how can you?
Brother, just go.
Can you?
You ain't trying to. What are you doing? Just go, brother. Because we're not going to keep holding this brother back.
Right.
So just go down the street. Just go home. Right? Out here sowing discord and folly and madness.
Right.
Right? Out of all places, he just come up here and do it. This how you know it's spiritual, man.
Right.
This how you know what we saying. It's not no joke. It's the real deal.
Right.
Right? And men like that. Give me Nehemiah chapter 4 and 20.
Got these little boys thinking they're chicken.
Don't know what's going on. Being a false accuser, not examining the whole man. He said, you guys got white Jesus. What makes y'all think somebody gonna believe in that?
Right.
How you know we the one out here how you know we the one out here preaching that? How you know that? You just assuming and giving a false report.
Right.
The Lord is not dealing with that, man. Right, bring this out.
In Nehemiah 4:20, in what place therefore ye hear the sound of the trumpet, resort ye thither unto us.
Right.
Our God shall fight for
It
us.
says what?
Our God shall fight for us.
Read that again.
Our God shall fight for us.
The Most High say.
Our God shall fight for us.
So guess what the Most High, he gonna do? He gonna get the last laugh at the end of the day, man.
Right.
We not worried out here. Right? We not worried. You think we worried about this, man? Hey, the Lord can send a death angel to put this man to flight.
Right.
Out of all men on the earth, this man right here, missing teeth in his mouth, right? Off of drugs and listen, brother, not worried about men like this,
Right.
right? We got greater enemies to focus on,
Right.
right? We got the spiritual demon Satan to focus on. We're not worried about Negroes like this. And it's the type of Negro, this is why our communities is all messed up. Because of men like him
Right.
want to gangbang. It's not a real gangbanger for you. Think he's a gangbanger for real? Let's look at him. There's no gangbanger for real. We're not dealing with men like this. This is why our community's messed up. Why men want to kill each other right now? Because you got people that's trying to be somebody that they not, man.
Right.
And y'all got a minute for the word, brothers?
Brother.
You gotta repent and get out of that dress. So you got wannabe real niggas out here, and you got men that want to be women out here. You can't make this up. How do we go from being kings on the earth to now we dressing up like women? How did that happen? This is what you get for not keeping the Lord's commandments, man.
Right.
We trying to tell y'all. We trying to tell y'all to come back to the Most High.
That's right.
Give me Ezekiel 33:11. Got men out here in dress, grown men that probably got kids in dresses.
Ezekiel 33:11.
What's going
Talking
on?
about, man. I agree with you,
What's your name?
Tony.
Tony. What's going on? What's going on, Tony? All right, what's your nationality?
Hispanic.
Hispanic? You believe in the Bible?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You got
Absolutely.
a couple minutes. What you agree with I was saying? Everything? All right.
I'm with my in-laws right now. So.
All right, so y'all Israelites. Y'all got 2 minutes. Y'all Israelites. 2 minutes for the word.
Take a flight.
Look at that. Lust.
Right here. Hey,
But you're gonna end up getting arrested.
Right.
You trying to prey on women. Those women don't want you, brother.
that's right.
You really think they want you? Trying to kidnap a Edomite woman. You gonna face federal prison.
Right.
You're gonna be in there for the rest of your life trying to do that. Right? Let's read this out. Read this out.
Ezekiel 33:11. Said to them, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked,
Read on.
but that the wicked turn from his way and live.
It says what?
That the wicked turn from his way and live. Turn ye from your evil ways. For why will ye die, O house of Israel?
For what?
For why will ye die?
O house of Israel.
Read that again.
For
Why will you die, O house of Israel?
Most of he's telling our people to turn. Stop doing what you're doing. Right? Straighten up. Get your act together. Because there's only two ways. It's either life or death.
Right.
And that's what 2/3 of the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is going to experience is death. Right? By pain. All because they didn't want to get things together right now.
Right.
Right? 2/3 of the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they gotta go, man. They gotta get put to flight. Give me Zechariah chapter 13:8. Right? Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8.
Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8.
You know?
And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
It says what?
2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Read that again.
2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
So the Lord said 2 parts, meaning 66.6% of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is gonna be cut off and die.
That's right.
Everybody's not gonna make it, man. Right? Everybody's not gonna get to the. You think this man gonna be in the kingdom? You think men like this just gonna get into the kingdom like that? No, that man, he not getting into the kingdom.
Right.
He don't even have a consideration of getting into unless that man repent.
Right.
And we don't know if that's something he gonna think about doing. Why? Because what do they say? What Jake say? He in his own way. He's stuck in his ways.
Right.
Right? Yeah, he too turned. So, brother, what you thinking?
He looks slow. Like, what is you doing?
Well, guess what? That's what you get. That's what happens to our people when we break God's commandments.
Right.
So we brought out those commandments, like no eating pork. You eat seafood. What type of seafood you eat?
Fish.
Okay. Let's go to Leviticus 11:9.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse number 9.
You know.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the sea, in the river, them shall ye eat.
So we can only eat things that got fins and scales,
Right.
which will be fish.
Right.
So believe it or not, we can't eat pork, we can't eat shrimp, no crabs, no lobsters. Those are the scavengers of the sea. They eat up all of the poop of the sea, and we put that into our body. Next thing you know, now we have all of these diseases and infirmities. So that's something you think you can start doing just now, getting your baby steps in. You could put away the pork and only eat fish with fins and scales. You think you can do that? Now, do you know any other sins that you commit? Any other sins that come to mind that you deal with? No, you smoke? All right, all praise. You got tattoos? All praise. Let's go to Leviticus 19:27.
Book of Leviticus chapter 19 verse 27.
You know.
Ye shall not round the corners of your head, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
So we can't shave off our head. So you can't shave your head bald like a Michael Jordan. You want to make sure you have, whether that's a low cut, you can keep the dreads. I'm saying you can keep the freeforms, but you want to make sure you got hair on your head.
Right.
Read on.
Ye shall not round the corners of your head, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard.
So you can't shave off when you get your facial hair start going in, you want to make sure you grow it out.
Right.
Because that beard, that represents your badge of manly dignity.
Right.
All right, read on.
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
Right, so you can't cut yourself because you're sad, you're angry. You can't do that because our bodies is holy. Read on.
Nor print any marks upon you.
Or what?
Nor print any marks upon you.
Neither can we get tattoos. So you can never get tattoos ever again.
Right.
Right.
All right, ever. All right, that's something you don't want to think about. You want to stay away from that. Why? Because we have to keep these commandments.
Right.
Or else you're going to end up like this man.
That's right.
Lost. Can you get out of the brother's face? Can you back out of his space? His personal space?
Oh, they don't know. Don't need it. All right, that's it.
Can you please get out of his personal space?
Damn, you control all that. Damn, let me go talk Kansas.
You bothering people. You making brothers feel uncomfortable.
So all y'all from Kansas?
Are you the uncomfortable man? You make everybody feel uncomfortable
Man.
with your evil works. Brother, can you get out of his face?
I'm letting you. That's not right there.
Brother, what? You don't have nothing else better to do?
Man.
Brother, back out, get back. Get back. Can you get out of his face?
So all these traps,
No, just go home.
Can you go home?
all these debris.
Can you go home? Surely you got something else better to do, right?
What you got to do?
Look, you see what we doing.
What y'all doing? Shit.
What you
Y'all not
doing?
doing shit.
What you doing?
Y'all not from right here.
What you doing?
Go back to Kansas.
What you doing?
Sharon can't say y'all, man.
What you doing?
As I can't say y'all little babies.
You're not even from Chicago. What are you talking about? You're not even from the rack. Like, come on now. Look, brother.
Go. You back out? You been gone for.
Brother.
You come back.
You scattering the sheep.
Brother,
Nah, I was
we just asking nicely, can you
Brother,
leave?
you got 5 seconds to move right now. Or you getting grabbed
8,
up.
9, 10, 8.
He ain't worth it.
That's 5. This is Mike Collins on the mall.
You scattering the sheep.
Y'all know where the mall at?
It's down there.
Yup.
So y'all from over east?
It's down
Y'all from
there.
what?
Yeah, it's down there. You looking for the mall, right? The mall? It's down there.
Y'all that slow?
It's the mall is down there.
Hey, y'all only 21. You 21.
He's
You
bugged
23.
out.
You 22. Y'all niggas.
Anyways, I just said what you just said. You just repeating what I'm saying.
High school, bro. This LGF, boy, you good for
This is what you call being bugged out of your mind.
Right.
So that's why them commandments we giving you, brother. We giving you these commandments for a reason.
Right.
Or else you're gonna be bugged out like this man,
That's right.
trying to scatter the sheep. So you no smoking, right? Let's go to Exodus 22:16.
Book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 16. And if a man entice a maid, that is not betrothed.
Right? So what's your name again? Jeremy. All right, Jeremy. So let's say you got a girlfriend, woman, you interested in. All right, let's say if you do find a woman that you are interested in one day. We're doing?
And if a man entice a maid, that is not betrothed, and lie with her,
Let's say you lay down with that female. We're doing?
he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
You would now have to take on the role of a husband if you lay down with that woman.
Right.
Right.
And you have to be with her for the rest of your life unless she commit adultery.
Right.
So that teaches our young men to watch who you lay down with. So that's why there's no STDs being prevented. There's no whoremongering going on. It's no folly and madness. All right? See, look, now you're all in his sister's face. Lusting. Lust demon. That's what you call a lust demon mixed in with a smoke demon. Mixed in with a down. He's just evil.
Man.
Got a spirit on him. But that's something that you definitely, that's something, brother, that you definitely want to take into consideration when dealing with a woman.
Right.
You don't want to just deal with her because she look good or because she got a body like this. You don't want to be like that man over there. Just he don't even know if that woman's married.
Right.
Right.
He just doing God knows what.
Right.
All right, let's go to the Sabbath day. Right, let's go to Exodus 28:8.
Book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse number 8.
You know.
And so like, remember the 7th day to keep it holy.
Now you know what the Sabbath day is.
I think I heard it before. It's like something about the end or something like that, right?
You say what?
I think it was something about like the end or something like that.
The end. Well, that's the end of the week. All right. The Sabbath is the day of rest.
Right.
All right. That's the day you rest from all of your labors that you do. All right. We doing?
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So in 6 days, right? You want to get all your work and labor done. We doing?
But the Sabbath day,
But the what?
but the Sabbath day,
Now, what do you think the 7th day of the week is? Huh? That's what the world says. People say it's Sunday, but it's actually Saturday. Now you got your phone. Well, I'll pull it up on mine. Nevertheless, you look on the calendar. What's What's at the very beginning? Before Monday. Sunday. So you count Sunday as at the beginning. It's at the beginning for a reason because it's the first day.
Right.
So count Sunday all the way to Saturday, that's 7 days. Showing you that the Sabbath day is actually the 7th day.
Right. Right.
So right now you actually inside the Sabbath day right now as we speak.
Right.
You want to make sure you keep it holy. Where you on your way to?
I was about to go home.
Okay. On your way home, you want to make sure you get home safely. Or you got a Bible at home? You got an extra Bible? You got to get you a Bible because it's very imperative that you start reading.
Right.
Now, be honest. Do you like reading books? You do? What books you into?
I like reading like fiction, sci-fi, and a bunch of different.
Okay.
I enjoy reading.
Okay. That's the greatest book of all time you have in your hand.
Right.
There's no other book created greater than that book that you have in your hand.
Right.
And that is a non-fictional book. You like non-fiction? That's a non-fictional book. All right. Let's go to Revelation 1 and 3.
The Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Yeah.
Blessed is he that readeth.
It says what?
Blessed is he that readeth.
Say that again.
Blessed is he that readeth.
So you're blessed when you read.
Right.
Because majority of the information that you need to learn is found in a book.
Right.
But us Negroes, guess what? We don't like to read.
Right.
So we not gonna find that information that's valuable to our lives because we just hate reading for some reason.
Right. Right.
It's boring. I got better other stuff to do. Right? With that being said, you want to aspire to start reading the Bible. Read it from front to back. Start reading Genesis. Then read over Exodus. All the way through till you get to Revelation. And you're gonna understand that this book is non-fiction. Right. It's different, manifold stories in it. It's a reason why God tells us to do certain things for a reason. So we don't get cut down in the land of the living.
Right.
All right. So on that sheet of paper, it's more commandments on there, or a commandment refresher. You also got the commandments of the fringes. Let's go to that in Numbers 15:38.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
It says what?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
So the Lord said, speak unto the children of Israel. Now, who are the Israelites? Well, it was us, the people on this sign, with blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. So you would come from the tribe of Judah, more than likely, seeing that you would be American black. So it says, speak unto the children of Israel, read on.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
That is what you call fringes, right? All of the brothers, they had these on. Read on.
And that they put upon thy fringe a ribbon, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Hey, what?
A ribbon of blue.
You got the ribbon of blue. Now, this is not for a fashion show. We don't just wear this because it looks cool or it looks different. It's a reason why we wear this. You know what?
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
See that? So we supposed to look upon these and remember all the commandments. Let's go to another one. Leviticus 19 and 17. All right. Now, in that situation that just happened, chiefly, you don't want to hate your brother in your heart. Because at the end of the day, that's still our brother.
Right.
But at the end of the day, disrespect won't be tolerated. All right, we not just Christian pastors up here. We're not just soft guys up here.
Right.
So that man, disrespect won't be tolerated up here. But for future references, you're gonna have instances where you might be in an unfortunate situation. You might be against your brother.
Right.
You've been in school before. Well, how old are you?
16.
16. You've been in school before. They probably instigating a fight. Oh yeah, he said he wants to fight you. Go to the bathroom, right? And he trying to body box. You people didn't egged it on. But when it comes to your brothers, you don't want to be fighting your brother.
Right.
You chiefly want to be fighting the enemy.
Right.
And who is the enemy that we established? The so-called white man. There you have it. Now bring this up.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not go up, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
See that? So we can't hate our brothers in our hearts. Now, do that mean we just let Jake get in our face? That just mean you let a brother? Yeah, but he is a brother though. He is the same. Do that mean you just let somebody get in your face? No. You obviously got to defend yourself, but you definitely want to de-escalate the situation first. And if you got to defend yourself, you got to do what you got to do. Then afterward, you do what you got to do. You might help the brother up and say, hey, I still love you, but don't do that again.
Right.
All right? So that's all a part of not hating your brother in your heart.
Right.
Now, you got any questions concerning the Bible, life? Nope. Now, what's 3 things, before you dip off, what's 3 things that you learned up here today? You said what? We came from, all right, where did we come from? Israel, okay.
Who the enemy was?
Okay, who the enemy is?
The white folks.
Okay.
Right. I think it was some of the commandments about, what not to eat and how not to scar your body and all that.
Right. Those are the rest. Can we smoke?
No.
What if your friend bring a blunt next to you and say, hey man, hey, just try it out. You still can't do it?
Just can't do it.
Why not?
It's a sin, ain't it?
You said what?
It's a sin, ain't it?
It's a sin, that's right.
Right.
You gotta tell them, you gotta tell them no. It's a sin, it's a transgression. You can't do that. But last but not least, if you didn't take anything else with you to the day, you will be an Israelite. That's your nationality.
Right.
You're not black, you're not African American, you're not Negro, colored. You are an Israelite, a king on the earth.
Right.
All right. So Jeremy, we be down. We got a YouTube channel. We give them the flyer with the YouTube.
Yep.
We got the QR code for the YouTube channel. In the red, on the back, you can just scan it or type in, the information. Check us out on YouTube. Make sure you put that book to use, man.
Right.
Make sure you add that to your book collection. Put that on your daily reading schedule. Want to start getting into that because it's knowledge, all the knowledge and wisdom is in that Bible.
Right.
All right. So you sure you don't got any questions? All right, man. Right, get back on. I'm safe.
All right, brother, you safe.
Be safe.
Safe,
Yeah.